Today I'm going to show you guys how I recreated this Meg the Stallion fur trucker hat. It's super easy, super affordable. And then I also made a matching fur bag. I'm going to show you guys how to make with these handcuffs, baby. Get into it. These are real handcuffs, by the way. If you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, you already know where I got the handcuffs from, okay? Before we start the video, make sure you guys subscribe because I'm planning to do more DIY vlogs, lifestyle content, all that. All right, let's get started. So we have our fabric. This is the same fabric from our previous DIY when we made the fur shoes and the fur belt. So I need to figure out where I'm gonna cut it. So I'm gonna measure about 10 inches. Maybe we'll do like 10 and a half. And then I'm gonna mark it where I'm gonna cut it, and then we'll cut all the way down. Okay, so I finished cutting my fabric. I did about 10 inches this way and about 17 inches across. I'm gonna take my glue. Okay, we're gonna add glue here, and we're gonna add glue here along the perimeter. Black history is very. Okay, now we're going to fold it over just like this, and you're gonna let the edges meet up together. So one side should be closed, so it should be closed on this side completely, and then on this side it should be closed as well. So now you should be left with like a sleeve kind of. So we closed it on one side and on the long side. So the only side that's open is this side right here. And now what we're gonna do is fill it, because you can leave it like this, but I want mine to have a little bit more volume. So I'm gonna take some, what's this called? Pillow stuffing? Yeah. And I'm just gonna stuff it to give it a little bit more volume. I have seen Glamazante's video where she stuffed hers with grocery bags. You can do that as well. I recommend doing a little bit at a time so that it doesn't get stuck. Okay, so this is what you should be left with. Something like this. So now I'm going to place it on the hat. You can close this up, but I'm gonna wait on that. Now I'm going to put it on the hat, and I'm gonna take some safety pins. You can also sew it, but I'm just gonna use safety pins because I feel like that'll work. So we're safety pinning it from the inside like that. I'm going to close this other side since we have everything in place where we want it. I'm gonna take my E6000. I'm sorry, no, I'm gonna take my B7000. This is from Temu. And I'm just gonna add it around the perimeter of the inside. And then I'm just gonna squeeze it closed. So our hat is all done. I just safety pinned the fur onto the hat underneath, as you can see. Feel free to use as many safety pins as you need to keep it in the exact place you want it. You can also sew it, but for the sake of time, I just safety pinned it. I wanted mine much bigger than Meg's. Like I wanted mine much more full, so that's what I did. So cute. Okay, let's move on to the purse. So for this project, you'll need a bag, of course. This is the bag we're gonna be using. And some handcuffs. If you watch my TikTok and Instagram video, you know exactly where I got these from. Okay, if you know, you know. So the first thing we're gonna do is cut out the fur we need. Okay, so we're just gonna start cutting the fur. I'm actually gonna take this piece right here. I'm gonna line the fur up here and just start cutting around it. It doesn't have to be perfect because the whole purse is gonna be covered in fur. Now I'm going to take my glue. Today I have B7000, and I'm just gonna start adding the glue around the front of the bag. And then you can also add the glue in the middle as well. Now I'm going to add our fur right over the top. I'm gonna stand up for this. Try to line it up where the top of the purse kind of starts, like right where the zipper ends. Okay, so I made these little like slits in the fabric. I made a little slit right here, and I made a little slit. Wait, can y'all see? Okay, I made a little slit right here so that when we fold it, instead of having to trim it and kind of wasting the fabric, we're gonna now try to fold it over. It don't have to be perfect, y'all. I'm telling you, it's fur. You're not gonna be able to see anything but the fur. Okay, this is the front. This is what it's looking like so far. She's looking good. We're gonna do the same thing on the back. Just cut out the fabric and repeat the same steps. So I'm just about done with the body of the bag. You see how there's still a little bit of red peeking here? We're just gonna cover that. I have this excess piece of fur, and we're just gonna cover it like that. We're done with the body of the bag. Now we're gonna work on the strap. I'm going to change the strap of this bag. We're just gonna cut this off. Okay, so here's the strap I'm gonna use. I got this from Shein and it is a crossbody chain, so we need to cut it. I'm gonna cut it the same length of the red strap that we took off. All right, so about like that long. I'm gonna take my chain cutter and I'm just gonna cut it. And this is what we're left with. So now I need to figure out how to attach these onto the bag. So I'm gonna use my leather hole puncher and I'm just gonna make a hole in the bag. I probably should have done this before we added the fur, but it's okay. And I'm just gonna, hopefully this works. Okay, I think that worked. I'm just gonna use this, I don't know, you could use like a key ring, but this is like one of those, I think it's a binder ring, but I'm just gonna use this to attach the chain onto. Open it, go through the inside and bring it around. Ah, like that. I did it. Okay. We might have to readjust it, but we'll see. So now you should be left with something like this. Can y'all see that? All right, I went back and concealed some of the sides a little bit better with fur. Here's our strap. We are going to attach it to the bag, hook it on, because one side already has like a hook. For the other side, I'm gonna actually reopen our binder ring and just slide the chain through it and then close it. Tell me this don't look legit. Tell me right now. All right, you could stop there, but why would we do that? We still need to add our handcuffs. We need to figure out how we're gonna actually attach the handcuffs onto the bag. I'm going to take my leather hole puncher again. I want the hole I'm gonna make to match up with this side. So we did the hole a little bit like more towards the top of the bag, right? So I'm kind of gonna follow that and do it the same in the same area on the other side. And I'm gonna kind of like smush the bag. When you smush it, you need to make sure that the hole goes through the front and like the side of the bag. Open our binder ring, find the hole. You're gonna kind of just have to like feel for it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there it is. And I'm just gonna take the other side of our handcuffs and attach it through and then close it. Ta-da! Oh my god. I feel like I want to add like a little keychain, like a foxtail keychain. If I glued these like scraps together and made like a little foxtail and then attached it to the side of the, oh! I'm gonna glue this one together like that. So again, I'm gonna take my key. I don't really have any more binder rings, but I have all these keychain rings. I'm just gonna poke another hole at the top of our foxtails and then hook a keychain onto it and then hook it onto the hook of the bag. Okay, so this is the bag. We are almost done. I debated back and forth if I wanted to add rhinestones, and I think we're going to. This is cute on its own, but I feel like if we added rhinestones to the handcuffs, it would really just take it there. Okay guys, that completes the video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And if you recreate either one of these projects, please tag me so I can see and repost it. Make sure you guys subscribe and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. All right, bye.